right, y'all. So let's talk about this. So I basically was live, and I was a part of a live. Before the live, there was a black woman. She was talking about black men dating outside of black women. And in this video, she was, pretty much saying the black men are causing a problem that they don't understand because they are impregnating women of other cultures. This is helping to kill off the black American race. Then she says, this is a part of their plan. This is what they want. So when I realized that she was live, that she actually invited me to the live, I listened to everything that this woman said. Every one of the women on her live, they all have the same exact mindset of, we just want to complain about black men. And they make it crystal clear through their actions. It doesn't matter what the black man has to say. They don't care. They just want their way. And I'm listening to them talk. I don't do debates and go back and forth. So what I did is when so Mr. Aries, what do you want to say? I told him, I said, no, I want to let you guys talk. Because I want to say what I want to say, and then I'm going to cut out. You know what I mean? I don't want to do the whole back and forth. When you say something, it pretty much turns into somebody want to jump in and but this and but that and but this and but that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just listening to your perspective. So to cut through the chase, I said what I needed to say in about a minute, because it was clear of what was going on. And that it basically was pointless because pretty much those conversations are not about resolve. It's all about one person just trying to prove a point, to convince people to see things differently. But who exactly are you trying to convince? Now let me jump into this video. So pretty much that comment had like 14,000 likes, my comment on their live. And a lot of times, even when you don't agree with each other, they want to keep bringing you back because you give them viewership. That's not what this is about. It's not like what they're doing is positive. So let's address what she said in the video before the live. When she says black men are creating a bigger problem than they know because they're impregnating women of other cultures and they're helping kill off the black race, the black American race. And that's what they want. Okay. Who are they? Are they the same people making you treat black men the way that you treat black men? And when she says they, she's referencing our oppressors because they want the black race gone. That's like I told you. Even for example, they can play 20, 30 ads. You can see all these different ads on these different social media platforms, right? Commercials, whatever. And you rarely even see people on the ad playing a couple as a black man and a black woman. It's always an interracial thing. It's a black man with either a white woman or an Asian woman or a Latino woman or vice versa. A black woman with anything that's other than a black man. My outlook on life is you date who you want to date. I can't control that. I don't have thoughts about that. When you say I won't date someone of my own ethnicity because I don't trust or like the way they treat me because of my experiences, Now, if you go and date somebody else of other ethnic groups and they treat you the same way or worse, then you have no point. And still, your life is your life. But the problem, okay, that these women with this mentality have is this. And this is something that they always do. When they have issues in their relationships, whether the man approaches them to talk or whether they just ask the man, why are you acting this way or that way or whatever, that man don't want to argue with you. That man want peace. But if that man explains to you why he's behaving a certain way, why his attitude is a certain way towards you, this is one of the worst things that women like this do. That's not it. That's not true. It's something else. Like, wow. I guarantee you at that very moment, whatever he felt for you inside, you just completely gutted it out of him. And deep down inside, he just want out of that relationship. So when y'all finally do break up, that man really wanted out that relationship probably 5-10 years ago. Depending on how long y'all together, he probably is like relieved that it's over. See, and that statement she made alone, I can sit here and do a 3-hour video on. All right, that woman sat here and said, let me repeat it. Black men are making a bigger problem than they realize because they're impregnating women of other ethnicities instead of Black American women, and this is what they want. One of the things that she did that's wrong, okay, that she said right in that statement alone. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say. She said, and as she's talking, she has like picture in picture of reasons popping up, like with the caption on it. She said, now listen, this is the key part. She said, Black men are dating women of other ethnic groups because, listen at this, because they love them. They're nice to them. They don't argue with them, right? They cook, they clean, they have their backs, right? They involve them in everything, and they comfort them. This was the other part of what she said, and when I listened to this whole video, and I'm like, wow. She goes, this video is like four minutes and some change long. She says, while all that may be true, you're killing off the Black race. Your little Black babies are not authentically Black babies, right? And then she said, and the Black race will die off because of this, because you guys want comfort. Listen to this. Life is not about comfort. Life is about struggle and perseverance, and you have to fight through it. These men are weak and they've given up on life. Now, listen to the lies and the tricknology. You sound just like our oppressor. Life isn't about comfortability? Wait a minute. Your problem with the Black man is he won't give you that comfortability to use him. This is so hypocritical when you say this, right? If you're saying life is not about comfortability, that means you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that that man is not comfortable. The only comfort you're concerned about is your own. Reality check. This woman gave every reason as to why Black men won't settle down with Black women. As if those reasons are bad reasons. Because they love them, they don't lie to them, they don't argue with them, they care for them, they cook, they clean, they help them, and they pay bills with them, right? They contribute. And I'm like, listen to this. So in a nutshell, what this woman was saying, and not to mention she has about 10, maybe 12 clips of other women. They love to do that. Put these little montages of all of these bitter women that get together and complain and say the same things. Like, who cares? What does that prove? It just proves that you guys are all bitter. First of all, do we want love? And do we deserve love? What human being doesn't? What normal thinking human being, what civil-minded human being don't want love? Yes, we do. Do we want you to lie to us? No. No. And it's a double standard. Everything we want, we're giving you back. Do we want you to sit back and do nothing while we do everything? No. Do we want you to treat us bad? No. Do we want you to stand hand in hand and side by side? Yes. Do we want love and affection? Yes. So do we want comfortability? Absolutely. If you are not striving for comfortability, only you're doing it in a selfish way because you want somebody to provide it for you while you do nothing on your of your own to contribute nothing, then why are you complaining? Because comfortability is what you want. And just look at what she said. And that's a bad thing that we want that? Are you serious? So life is not about comfortability. It's about perseverance. And she said these men are weak. Now, my thing is, who are you sending this message to? Well, other men who may be confused about, do they want to date a black woman or not? What I found really interesting is she had the nerve to list all of this as if this is a bad thing. If she had said, black men don't want to date black women that don't contribute these things, that would have been something different, but it still wouldn't have made a difference. It would have made her look less stupid for the moment, right? Until she got to the point of basically saying it doesn't make a difference to call black men weak because of this. This is what she's basically saying. Yes, I'm acknowledging that we as black women don't do these things that women of other ethnicities are doing. And I'm not talking about these guys like you guys remember. I talked about the video of the black guy that got stabbed to death by his white girlfriend and she was calling him the N-word and all of that. We're not talking about that kind of nonsense. Hell, I played a video and showed you. This white woman was sitting here talking about she has the best husband ever. He's the most lovable, loyal. I mean, lovable. And do you know how hard those two qualities are to find in a person, love and loyalty? She said it's not him, it's her. She don't know who she is, but regardless to how happy she is in this relationship, she wants out. Listen at what this woman is saying. And this is a white woman saying this. No matter, and I want to tell you, when it comes to womankind, this is why women get so much flack. And they don't understand whatever color you are, simply because when things like this happen, you overlook it. Like it's not a reason. If he was a black man, you know what black women would be saying? Yeah, she done fucked around and found out. She got tired of his sorry ass too. That's why right? Because they say when black women want white women or Latino, any woman of another ethnicity, it's because black men are weak. And these women of other ethnicities are stupid. They'll just put up with our bullshit. So wait a minute. So a black man who says, I don't want no drama in my life. I just want to enjoy my life. I don't want to be uncomfortable, especially in my own home. I want to come home to love. I want to come home. I can cook my ass off, so I don't need nobody to cook shit for me. Okay? But if you don't think I'm worth cooking for, then fuck you too. What's the purpose of the relationship? Black love is not a phrase. All right? It's a way of life. It's something you should just have in you. You got to make it mean something. Because you got the black man going, I'm black. Of course I want a black woman. Why would I not? But then at the same time, you keep seeing the same things over and over. From our movies to our music to our TV shows to everything, these talk shows, all we get is negativity, low frequency ignorance. And the camouflage is they'll for example, they'll have a movie on. The black woman will be ratchet as hell, but she's a successful lawyer, right? She'll be ratchet as hell, but she's a doctor. She'll be ratchet as hell, but she's an entrepreneur who's a millionaire. But it's always the same. Hey, all this, it's always the same ignorant shit. And they always have a bunch of women. It don't matter if it's teenagers all the way up to 50, 60 years old. They have the same mentality, the same conversation. And every time there's a scene where the women are together, it's always, all they talk about is a bunch of no good, sorry ass black men. It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. The music, the same thing. Ratchetness. And they embrace it. If you were honest with men of other ethnic groups and said, look, just so you know, right from the beginning, I don't care about you. All I care about is what you do for me. But the impression that I have of you is people of your ethnicity, y'all have money, and pretty much y'all will have continued success. Okay, I don't get that with black men, or I don't trust to have that in black men. And basically, I don't care about if you're hungry, if you're horny, whatever it is. If I don't feel the same things that you feel at the same time, then you just got to deal with me and my bullshit attitude. That's what you're going to get with me. Now, me personally, no, I don't want to cook, clean, do nothing. I don't want no man telling me what to do. First off, I don't ever in my life, I've never seen a bunch of white men, Latino men, and nobody else standing around clamming for black women. I'm not talking about the ones who want to sodomize you and all their friends gangbanging you and call you the N-word. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking, I have never in my life seen a crusade of men of other ethnicities talking about black women and desiring black women. Somewhere, somebody put that delusion in y'all head. Black women are the most desirable women. The most, where? What? On what planet what world do you live in? What fucking parallel universe do you motherfuckers come from? Where is this happening at? Over 600,000 black women in America are unemployed. You got the nerve to sit up here and shoot down black men for wanting real love, wanting peace and harmony in their lives. Why wasn't it so easy? And this is something that I really thought about, right? The second she said it. If it's that easy for you to sit here and acknowledge, because what you're doing, like I was saying, you're acknowledging, yes, us as black women, we don't do these things for you that these women of other ethnicities do. This is why you guys are leaving us, right? So I'm acknowledging it. I just don't care. Deal with it. We're black. We're supposed to make black babies. We don't have to get married. We can be a baby mama, baby daddy. You're the man. You take care of your children. You take care of me. If another man comes into my life, you still take care of your children and take care of me. We have to keep the black race going. Husband and wife don't mean shit. Just making black babies with no structure to our family. Nothing. Just me running around, spending up your money, taking selfies and going from club to club, getting drunk, smoking hookah, basically. Why could you not say, as black women, we need to stop doing this and we need to support our men and we need to be there side by side with them? No, for every one of them black women that you sat and played a video of them saying things like, if a white man, an Asian man, a Latino man, I guarantee you, these nappy head heifers ain't never dated not one person outside of the black race themselves. They're just doing this to try to be mean, to try to strike a nerve, to try to get even with men for turning them down. But they say if they cook for you, If a white man wants to cook for you, if a Latino man, an Italian man, they want to cook for you, it's because they want to do something nice for you. But if a black man says, can I cook for you? It's because that nigga broke. Y'all put these walls up. Y'all put this stuff in y'all heads. Y'all talk about things y'all never even experienced. And I know this because I talked to some of y'all, and y'all are about as intelligent as a box of rocks. Most people don't speak off experience. They speak off of just emotion. Raw emotion. And it's always, no matter what happens, it's like, you spit on me, then I slap the shit out of you, right? And people, now you holding your face looking around as if I didn't have a reason to do that, right? I'm just saying as an analogy. But my point is, you say that, right? So you made a clear indication and pointing these things out that you want the black man to change for you, but you don't want to change anything about you. It's clearly in your message that we should just put up with what you're dishing out. A real man could take it. I mean, basically, we should volunteer to be the victims of your wrath. This is what you're saying. So just like that song Sybil made back in the day, don't make me over. Accept me for what I am. Right? Accept me for all my flaws. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing about me should I change for you. You're not worth it. When you go to work, do you just do what you want, or do you follow instructions and follow rules? You don't want a man to tell you what to do, but I bet you when that man at work tell you what to do, you have no problem with that, right? I'll bet you if you end up cheating with that man because that man has money and you think you're going to get some of it until he lets you know. Heifer, you had a whole husband that was loving you and taking care of you, and you cheated on him with me. The hell do I want with you? You ain't nothing but some sex in my office. Then y'all go make videos out of your emotion, but you won't really tell what actually happened, because then you're telling on yourself. And this woman was clearly overlooking all of these negative things that these women were saying. Now, if you told a man what your actual intentions are of another ethnic group, you don't think he got the right to laugh at you as he walking away? But a black man talking to women of other ethnic groups saying, I just want peace and love in my life. I'm not a robot. I'm nobody's slave. I have feelings, and I'm not going to be put in the position while I'm working, you just sitting home doing nothing. I'm not going to be in a position where something goes wrong. It's always my fault. We can't do this together. I need maturity. You can be 75 years old and still be immature as hell. I need maturity. I need an understanding. A woman that has my back. The same way that y'all sit up here and argue over celebrities and all this, calling people your TV husband and all that goofy stuff y'all do. You end up, before I say that, what do you think? Who you think got the better chance of finding happiness? That black woman that clearly only cares about what you can give her, and you're going to other ethnic groups to find a slave of another ethnicity, opposed to that black man that just want real true love? Who you think? And it's obvious that the men are far ahead. Now, the same way that black guy that went out with that white chick and she stabbed him, that, first off, I say the same things. Y'all find these little Instagram models, these little foot models and all this stuff they do, the little seductiveness. I seen a video today. This woman had a really big ass, right? And one of them like thick African, like born African type asses, one of them, right? And she got this tight gray skirt on and she's jiggling her shit. And then she goes and bends over and pulls it up and walks away while it's all oiled up and it's jiggling all over the place, right? Before the video goes off, you see the words pop up. It says, "Where's my future husband?" Now, let me ask you something. Which one of y'all think that if you met this woman and got into a relationship with her, that she's going to stop making these kind of videos? So her saying, "Where's my future husband?" Or, "I'm going to stop showing tits and ass once I settle down." Don't nobody want that problem. And the thing about these videos y'all making is the men are watching and they're going, "Oh, so I know to stay away from this heifer." Our feelings don't matter. Our wants, desires, and needs don't. And I'm the type of motherfucker, I go out and pop something. "You cheating on me?" "Yeah, bitch." "I can't believe it." "Yeah. Yeah. Leave." Because let's just be real. You go to work, you have responsibilities. You come home to a person that's too busy taking selfies and making TikTok videos and twerking and all this. Fuck, grow up. The attention that these women want is not, there's not one man on this earth that can give a woman like that enough attention. Okay, when you find yourself in that situation where you're simply just not happy, I would suggest to any man that's going through that right now, if you don't have kids with this woman, and especially if y'all live in separate places, but I would run. And when I say run, I don't mean like a bitch. I mean, I would just, this relationship is done. I'm gonna tell you something. If y'all arguing and carrying on right now and can't get along, one of the biggest fallacies that people think is when you get married, somehow those problems will just go away. No. The experience in life, the things, you know that saying, if I knew then what I know now, I would have never messed with this person. I'm gonna tell you, because once you have kids, you gotta be here for the kids. Now you are in a situation of, I'm not happy, but I'm in this relationship because we got a kid. That relationship is eventually gonna fall apart anyway. Most of the time, a lot of certain women might wait till the kids graduate from school and leave and all that. Then they can, get money and they get out on their own or something. Then now they can get rid of you from their life. And you see it coming, but you hold on thinking things are going to change. I would leave. Because once a person make it known that they don't value you, it's always the ones hollering value, know your worth, know your worth. But it's always, they don't value you. There's nothing about you that they care about. The only part of your health that they care about is that you're healthy enough to go out and make money to give to them. It's about things. They don't want you. They don't want you. It's just about things. Money. When you see rich people constantly breaking up, having all these divorces, don't that make you think? I mean, everybody talk about how rich Will Smith is, but look at how Jada Pinkett treats him, right? There's nothing that you can do to make these type of women happy. This is why when black women speak up for black men and speak against ratchetness, who do you think are the ones getting angry at these black women? The ratchet black women. And it's not that black men don't want black women. They don't want the type of black women that they've been getting. And finding the type of black woman that's down to earth and they're not finding it. And let's just say, while they're out there single, they just happen to be somewhere and meet someone and them and that person hit it off. And first off, relationships, I tell people this now, it takes a long time to really get to know who you're dealing with. If you see bad signs early, don't think that it's going to change, because it's not. You're fortunate if you meet a person that's tired of bullshit just like you. And for the record, one of the things people don't think about, probably most of these women that like black men, a lot of them, I know a whole lot of them, they come from a family where their family was racist. This woman pulled herself away from her family due to racism. And basically, she's not trying to bring her husband around that. She's not trying to get her husband to accept that bullshit. She stands with her husband. She understands the wrong. And pretty much, she want love the same way that black men want love. And this is why when y'all talk all this shit and then years then went by, and this is the same couple still taking photos together, still, like their life is beautiful together. Who are you to dictate that and say that they shouldn't do that? Because I even heard a couple of dudes, anybody out there, motherfucker, fuck that shit, nigga. You fucking with any woman that's not a black woman, fuck you, nigga. And nigga, I'll tell y'all, nigga, suck up, nigga, fuck that. And I'm just listening to this guy talk, and I said, now, first of all, for the record, right? Now, if you're happy with the black woman you're with, fine. But at the same time, right, you have black men and black women, and this is the sad thing. You have black men and black women who ends up in a position of losing their children because shit goes wrong, right? And they back and forth in court. I know these situations where the kids are taken because they don't see the father or the mother being fit as legit parents. Do you think that the court systems really truly care about your kids? A piece of paper, documentation says if this happens, our judgment, right? So wait, for all of these type of things that y'all don't acknowledge, and for this black woman to say that black men are doing damage, like doing the wrong thing, they're creating a problem, they don't even realize because they're dating and impregnating women and making non-black American babies, right? Check this out, wait, and say that that's what they want, right? So the oppressors want the black race to die. Why don't your attitude say, hey, black women, we need to stop doing this to our black men? The reason that they're dating women of other ethnicities is simply because of what we're doing. We're pushing them away. This is what our oppressor wants. And we need to stand by our men. We need to raise black children and have a strong black foundation, and we need this. We got to stop doing that. These men are not doing anything wrong to us. They just want us to work and contribute and be there for them. They're not wrong for that. It's us. No, you know why you can't say that? Because it's not in you to care about that. But you acknowledge that you're the problem. But you say that the black man is causing the problem. Let's put it like this, because it's very simple. So I'm going to use a very simple analogy for this. Imagine you coming home to study, right? Now, you're coming home, you got work to do, you're trying to study, and your woman is running around, banging on stuff, making a bunch of noise, laughing really loud, running up and downstairs, blasting music. She's doing all of these things on purpose simply because she knows you're trying to study, right? So instead of her stopping, making this noise, respecting the fact that and carrying herself like a grown adult, she knows that you're trying to study, but she's purposely trying to interrupt your studies. Now, you get to the point where you stop coming home and going straight to the library. Or maybe you got a friend and you might call home. Is everything okay? Do y'all need anything? Right? All right, I got to study. But you go to somebody else's house because you get peace and quiet. Or you go to the library because you have peace and quiet. Now, imagine that same woman saying, you know what, nigga, you weak. Because I know why you be going to the library, why you always going to your friend's house. Because I purposely make noise. I run up and down the stairs and stomp my feet. I blast music loud as I can turn it up. I'm laughing loud on purpose for no reason. I'm doing this to get under your skin. Nigga, you weak. A real man will put up with that. Okay? You are tearing his house apart because you not in it. You need to be home, studying at home. This is where you live. You don't live at the library. You don't live at your friend's house. You ain't got to go to somebody else's house. That's what people want. That's how you tear families apart. Because as soon as something happens, you got to go leave. Now, you just stood there and acknowledged everything that you did. You know what you're doing wrong, and you're doing it on purpose. And you have no intentions on stopping. Nigga, just deal with it. Just think, this is your explanation as to why black men are doing what they're doing. They're happy. See, this is the part. I'm all for black love. I'm all for black unity. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But what I'm not for is somebody thinking they can dictate your happiness. And I'm not ever saying, supporting like, oh, I don't fuck black women. I don't fuck with no black bitch. Nah, not me. Nah, for me, it's snow bunnies. Or No. That's not what it is. In fact, I seen a video the other day. A white girl was talking and she said, I ain't never had a white man call me no snow bunny, right? She said, so for like black men, if y'all don't like white girls, then fuck all that. Because I ain't no damn snow bunny. What this white chick was basically saying is, I'm just not no piece of ass. Cause see, that's them taboo black motherfuckers. Yo, I want a snow bunny, my nigga. You hear that? They got this whole thing where these are the weak motherfuckers, and women, you women too. Don't get it to it. You women be the same shit. That's the type of white woman that can call you the N-word to your face. I didn't seen it. Black dude was walking, all these bags in his hand, shopping for this white chick. She's like, "Where's my nigger?" She all right here on YouTube. And the white dude, oh my God, they was doing this on purpose. What you call it? My nigger. He's like, oh my, why are you calling him that, right? Because that's what he is. Not my man, not my boyfriend. He's my nigger. He does what I tell him to do. And when he walks over, the white guys are saying, yo, bro, why you let her talk to you like that? Why you let her call you that, bro? I mean, it's just words, man. People got to be who they are, right? It's just words. It's, you know what I mean? This woman is clearly disrespecting him. He's walking around carrying all the bags for her, and she's calling him her nigger. I would guarantee you when they have sex, she's calling him nigger and all types of stuff, and he probably loves it. I can remember this black comedian. This is one of the things I stopped watching comedy because of shit like this. Black comedians will go up there and degrade themselves, degrade their people just to get a cheap laugh. And I remember this black comedian, some little nerdy looking motherfucking light skinned dude with glasses. He was telling these jokes, and he says he dated a white girl, and she's like, while we was having sex, right? She yelled out, "Fuck me, nigger." And he looked around, and the room was kind of quiet. They look at it here. What is, the next thing he's gonna see, he goes, "I never been so turned on my whole life." And they all just start cheering and clapping. Do you understand the psychology in that? And pretty much, this is what I'm saying. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't find that funny. What's cool about being called a nigga? What's cool about that? See, nobody's supporting that nonsense. And I want to make this clear because this is what this type of black woman is trying to make it seem like. That you're sitting here going, oh yeah, I'll date anybody but a black woman. I'll put up with anybody's bullshit but a black woman. No. That's what you guys are not understanding about these black men. They don't want the bullshit. They're not willing to put up with it from anybody. These weak motherfuckers you talking about is people like that. See, this is what I'm saying. That black dude that's being called a nigger to his face, and he puts up with it. That same dude that got stabbed. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I really don't feel no remorse for that motherfucker. Now, the bad thing about that to me, and she was wrong for what she did, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying the bad thing about that is the fact that she got less than 10 years for murder. Because we know if her skin was black, what would have happened. And on top of that, this is not the first time she stabbed this idiot. So nobody's sitting up here like, yeah, no, we want anything but a black. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. For the idiot, I'm not, and let me tell you, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of idiots that's out there that's like that. I'm not talking about them. The problem is you're trying to categorize everybody to be the same. And you're wrong. You're wrong. So what I'm looking at, and this woman saying what she said, this white chick is saying, we're not just some piece of ass. Like, you got people that's like your oppressor. Oh, they'll have sex with certain black women. They don't want to settle down with them. You see this. Do you guys realize they're hanging black women? They're finding black women hanging on a regular basis now. The entire time this Carmelo Anthony situation was going on. And you see what happened to him, right? The entire time this Nolan Wells case has been going on. They've been finding black people and a whole lot of black women. And a lot of people think that the police are a part of it. And this is why every time they find someone hanging, oh, no foul play, this is a suicide. They make up lies. They don't want to put that type of time and attention to a situation. You think that you can take that ratchetness to another ethnic group of people and they're going to put up with that? Oh, hell no, nigga. Fuck? You got me fucked. Who do you think is going to put up with that bullshit? Nobody else. When people of other ethnic groups is out here beating y'all asses, I don't see nobody. White, Spanish, nobody. I don't see nobody trying to save y'all from physical ass whippings. But it was a couple of times I seen the brother get involved to try to help when the police were standing right there watching it happen. Nobody's desiring y'all. Y'all don't understand this. You ain't never in your life seen a black woman sitting with a white man. White cop, black cop, Spanish cop, or any cop roll up and say, "Ma'am, are you okay?" Mm-mm. They don't care about y'all. But many times, I've had it happen to me. And I wasn't even dating these white girls. I didn't even know them. We just happened to be in the same laundromat, sitting outside the laundromat one night. And this was some years ago, but bottom line, and this happens to this day. Let a white woman be seen with a black man. And these racist white cops pull up on purpose and go, "Ma'am, are you okay?" Purposely. "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm sitting here with my fucking husband. Why the fuck wouldn't I be, all right?" Understand? And that white woman would be sitting there with this black man. She know why that officer is saying what he's saying. She understands that. So she immediately goes into defense mode to protect him, to make that woman, that cop, understand. We get the fuck out of here, basically. You know. So you understand what I'm saying to you? For every ethnic group of women that sit back and watch black women talk about, "You black motherfuckers always underperforming, niggas ain't fit," and right, every single time that this happens, they're looking at you, they're listening to you, they're shaking their heads at you, because they clearly see that you're the problem. It's not the black man. You're the problem. You don't even think a black man has the rights to his money that he works for because you're in his life. So you mean to tell me that you think that a man is supposed to trade in his happiness? He's going to trade in his happiness. Just think about it. Because it's only right that I just make babies with a woman that I know the relationship ain't going to work with. We just going to have we just going to be baby mamas and baby daddies and raise a bunch of kids that we can't teach how to be solid men and women. Do you understand that? I'm not telling you, and let me make this crystal clear, I'm not telling no black man or telling myself or no black woman that if you date somebody of another ethnic group, you automatically going to be happy. No, because guess what? Women and men of other ethnicities is full of bullshit too. Case in point of what I'm saying is for these men that find love, and it's not from a black man, well, from a black woman, and it's the type of guy that's not going to take that shit from nobody. And he's happy in his relationship, and that woman is happy in her relationship. What's the problem in that? Because that same black man that you're talking about was trying to have that same relationship with your stifling ass, but you like, "No, nigga, I just want your money." See, y'all are not understanding how y'all are sounding. You're not understanding how you're sounding. And the fact that this woman thought she was proving a point that worked against the black man is like, just look at what you were doing. What was your purpose for even making that bullshit video? And they do this all the time. You're not making the black man look bad. You're just proving the black man's point. And this is exactly the point what I'm saying. You on this channel, I constantly push for black love and black unity. But you're come with this, "Oh, well, niggas did, and niggas did." Just look at the amount of videos that black women make on a regular basis, just talking about how black men ain't shit. They always underperforming. That's why I don't fuck with no black man. Okay, well, if you don't fuck with a black man, who you fuck with? And then you same black women saying this shit, you don't say the same thing about the black woman. So if the black woman is opening her legs and she's making babies with Turkish men and Italian men and white men and Puerto Rican men, and okay, why did the same thing don't work for them? Oh, because they're pushed in. Oh, they're forced into it. I get it. So basically, they were forced into screwing. So somehow their little biracial babies is somehow harmless, but the black man making biracial babies is. I mean, there's no logic in nothing that these women were saying, and this, and of course, these particular type of women, that mindset of that woman, that is like. It's like you just stop learning things about life at 10 years old or something, 8 years old. Like, that is so stupid, man. So when I heard this, I said, damn, you know what? It is crazy because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't do that racial slur shit. There's nothing cute about it. Ain't nobody calling me no type of nigga and all that, calling me a bitch or spitting on me. Nah, 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 nah. I don't mind kinky shit, but that's just degrading. Ain't no snow bunny love over here. Ain't no old snow bunny snow. Nah, I don't even like that term. You know, to be perfectly honest with you, that taboo shit is why a lot of relationships don't last either. Because it's something about when a person meets someone. It's like somebody, for example, I was in the park one day, and this was in the 90s. I was jogging in the park, and this white chick, I didn't even know what happened. And because I could hear a commotion, I seen the commotion. I had on headphones. I didn't hear what she said. So I didn't even know that this was over me. And basically, I'm jogging. So when I get to the point where I'm way across the park, but I can see them over there, I didn't know what was going on. But this was a big park. And so I could jog the whole park without having to go in the street. So I'm jogging. But come to find out that as I'm jogging past, she says to the woman she was staying with, two white women, I don't fuck niggers, but I'd fuck that nigger. God damn, that's a fine motherfucking nigger right there. This is what the woman said. Now, my thing was, if I would have heard her say that, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So when I found out that that's what this was over, because she got her ass whooped. But there's a lot of coon ass, Tatum ass men out there, or should I say little boys, that would be okay with that kind of stuff. There's guys, she could have said that to their face, and they'd have been, shit, I'll be your nigga, I'll be whoever you want me to be. All right. Nah, that's the thing. Women like you are trying to categorize black men to all be like that. Like this is what they're doing. No, that's bullshit. And the same thing, you date these white dudes that be talking about you, yeah, sucking with them big nigger lips. And listen, I know these things. Like I know these things. And then your excuse is that a black man pushed you into that. So wait, because this black man wouldn't let you break his pockets and treat him like he's a fucking slave, you going to be a part of a relationship because somebody has more money or spending money on you like you earned it, but they get to call you a black nigga, a nigger bitch, and sodomize you, and basically you're just a fuck piece to them. Okay, you got a nice body, you got abs, you work out and this guy gets to have his little sexual fantasies, probably be chaining you up, probably be wearing a KKK outfit and all that, and you, like y'all, listen, let me tell y'all something. It's funny because whatever the black man do, he has no legit reason. It's whatever his is an excuse. Whatever he's doing is an excuse. But if a black woman does the same thing a black man does, it's a reason. Because you're not going to date men of other ethnic groups. Now, a rich guy might not care if you work or not because he don't need you. And basically, he's going to keep you around until he gets tired of you. Pretty much. And I don't see them walking around. I don't see that. You know how many interracial couples break up? And most of them are like, I'm not getting this black bitch pregnant. Because you understand? The women that think like this, you refuse to listen to what the black man is saying. You refuse to care about his feelings. You refuse to value him. And you just want what you want and you're not getting your way. You're disgruntled and you're making videos about it because you guys are ignorant. This is who's doing this. Who the hell wants to be unhappy? Who wants to live a life of misery and suffering? Who want to live like a goddamn slave? So every time I hear people saying this stuff, I'm just like, you know what? It's really sad. Because the black women that's out there that stand with 10 toes down, they can't even get through to y'all. So no matter what ratchet ass words come out of your rabbit ass brains, you still think that you're justified. You still think that you're justified in your wrongdoing. What you don't realize is the damage that you're doing to yourselves. You've become damaged goods. Not because of what no man is doing to you. You don't have a man in your life. Men won't settle down with you. What is the man doing to you? Nothing. You're doing this to yourselves. And because you can't have your way, you tell yourselves that there's something that this black man ain't doing right. Go back to the video of the white woman that said she's happy. She has, bottom line, she has the most loyal, lovable husband. He's the best guy you could ever find. But since we've been together, something's been missing. And I said, I don't think she was ready to settle down whenever she did. And regardless to what the reason is, bottom line is, here's a woman that's happy and and she's looking forward to separating. So she must work, have her own money. I mean, what is she going to live off? Child support? Like, you understand? Like, I mean, think about it. But the point is, she's willing to shelf her relationship with him and jeopardize the stability of their family to just do whatever the hell she wants. And this is a woman that's happy. So when we're talking about womankind and you see videos like that, it makes me think, damn. Like, just say, for example, if a black man watched that same woman and go, ooh, man, that's a fine ass snow bunny right there. That is one dumb son of a bitch right there. That is one. And what if she desires a black man, right? I wouldn't give a fuck. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at like you was in a relationship with a guy that was nothing but good to you. And because of some taboo fantasy about fucking a black man, you think I'm going to be that guinea pig for you? Nah. Do you understand? See, I want to make that clear. But this is the goofy shit that this generation produces. A bunch of bullshit. Black men. I mean, goddamn, if you would have saw that, I told you. She said every reason that black men, why they won't date black women. But sat there and gave a rundown like, well, damn. He has a damn good reason to not date black women if that's the case. Going by the list. And it's like, yeah. So you're acknowledging that you guys are doing this bullshit. That you're not doing what you're supposed to do. They done made it up in their minds that I don't care what nobody say. A black man's role is to be my slave. Just do what I want, do what I say. That man come home, I can tell you right now, I'm not putting up with that shit. Your job as a wife, y'all want to be equals, right? Well, what's equal about our relationship if I'm doing everything? That's not equality. I'm like this. When I want that ass, all you better do is spread them. Whatever I want, same thing. And motherfucker, don't even ask. Do your damn job. Same shit go for me. Ain't no motherfucker, I'm tired. I give a fuck. I ain't ask you, was you tired? The fuck you telling me you tired for? See, we could all be assholes. But this is what I'm saying. Your job. Like for some reason, black couples don't think their job is to fuck, smile, laugh, have a great time together, and indulge in each other. Somehow, everything is club, party, travel. Everything we do is I'm over here, you way over there, and we just live in the same house. You go somewhere and you walk in arm in arm with your woman, hand in hand with your woman. Your woman is extremely affectionate. She loves your time. She's not sitting at the dinner table with her face buried in the cell phone. When you were part of a relationship where the beginning was good, but then time goes by and y'all sitting there like a bunch of strangers, right? That's not what people want. That is not what people want. If you can't get loyalty and love from a person and somebody comes along and they give that to you, I'm just saying. It got to the point with black women where I see a bunch of videos of dyke women saying, I see why dudes ain't settling down with y'all, man. Y'all some bums. All y'all want to do, I got to get my hair did, my nails done. See, and this is what I'm saying to you. The dykes, you can't, women, I say like this. I was talking to this one dyke. She bust out laughing like, Aries, you crazy, but you right though. Because I said to her, I said, nah, there's nothing a woman can do to me that's going to make me want a man. All right? Nothing. There was nothing I can go through. I'm like, I'm going to start dating men because of that. That shit don't register with me. I said, but my thing is, if y'all are so happy, because women, I used to always hear lesbian women say, women understand each other, men don't. So women are affectionate to each other's needs and understand, they're like affectionate to each other, and they basically understand the word I'm looking for, but basically like they cater to each other, like they just innately know, like okay, like there's just something about them, right? That they just automatically click better. Then all of a sudden you see lesbians fighting all the time. Then you start hearing about the breakups and all this kind of shit. So my thing is, well, goddamn, you done dated 5 different lesbian women? Well, wasn't the idea of the very first one was supposed to be the last one? Like y'all was gonna settle down, right? So that didn't work out. All right, how many dudes you dated? 2, and they didn't work out. So you've been with 5 different women. Well, goddamn, don't seem like there's any difference. with maybe it's just you then, right? The dyke started laughing because my whole point with that was this. If a person just said, look, I just don't care, men or females, that's just me, like whatever. Instead of making an excuse, oh, I was confused as a kid or some bullshit, or I was molested. So wait, you got molested and all of a sudden molestation made you start liking it. Like it can't never just be that this is just what I like and who I am. Right? It's always got to be some dramatic, drawn out story. So how is it better dating the same sex if your ass keep breaking up with everybody? You broke up with 2 dudes with 5 women. So what made you make it up in your mind that it's just better to be with women because women understand each other? No, this is the problem that y'all don't understand. Whether it's that frame of mind as far as dating the same sex, or whether it's about you trying to convince somebody that somebody else shouldn't date outside their race or whatever, is because y'all have common interests. And those common interests is what bring y'all together. It's not a real friendship. And it's not because y'all really understand each other. You could walk into a room with a woman and say, what's the matter? You okay? I'm fine. With an attitude. And women say, you should just know already. Like, the fuck do we just know? Like, very toxic, right? I told y'all before, a woman would do shit like, I'm so tired. I just want to go home and shower and sleep. Oh, God, I'm falling asleep behind the wheel, right? All right, does that sound like she wants sex to you? So you trying to keep her awake, and what you do, though? You go run her some bath water, get everything right, the stuff that you know she's sleeping, type of shit off, and you're thinking about her right then and there. Now, I would be selfish to hear you say that. Then as soon as you get out the shower, I'm going up in you, right? So no, you talking about you sleepy, you so tired. Okay, cool. Now you come home, you shower, you put on, whatever, and you're snoring in like 2 minutes. Then wake up the next day with an attitude, slamming doors, dragging it. This is the shit women do. The fuck you slamming doors 4 o'clock in the morning, right? The next thing you know, dragging their feet across it, rolling their eyes, and you don't know what the fuck happened. All you know is the last time you talked, it was, I love you, before she went to sleep. And then all of a sudden, she got a problem when she opened her eyes. This shit goes on 2, 3 days. You like, look, what the fuck is wrong with you? You've been walking around here for the past couple of days acting like a fucking child. Why didn't you make love to me? Why the other night when oh, wow. This is the shit that I'm talking about. And I don't give a fuck what color you are. That shit is dumb as fuck. And this is what I'm saying. We're not putting up with that from nobody, but this is what I'm saying. So you could tell a woman things, you can know something's wrong. I knew something was wrong. That's what I asked, but you didn't want to tell me. So now you telling me you're assed out tired. But I should just know that when you said that really meant you wanted to fuck. So why didn't you just say, baby, I can't wait to see you when I get home. How you feeling? You up? Shit. You understand what I'm saying? No, I just have to find something to bitch about. And nobody wants to deal with that. And this is why when it comes to dating in general, what y'all not saying is a lot of black men and men in general just don't want to date period, because they don't want the bullshit. And this is what I'm saying. So the same way you're making it known that black men, do you realize that men in general don't want to be bothered? Whether it's a white woman, a Spanish woman, a black woman, an Asian woman, they just don't want to be bothered, period, because of the way women act. So when you act like that, yes. But when you find a woman that's not like that, oh, you notice. Spanish guy was talking to a Spanish woman the other day. This is on the video. And he says, what's the difference with Spanish women? What makes Spanish women so good, man? What's with y'all with Spanish women, right? What make y'all so good? What make it so beautiful to date a Spanish woman? And she goes, well, me. Bow. Green flag. Green flag. She said, well, me. She said, I'm the type of person that if I really like you, like if I'm into you, she's like, I mean, I do anything. I cook, I clean anyway. Like I do anything for my man. Like I'm there for my man. But you know, the problem is, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I don't think men appreciate that anymore. But green flag. Why? Right off the bat. Well, see, us Latina women, no, she said, speaking for myself, basically. Well, with me, she's speaking as an individual. This is something women do, period, that turn men off. Us women, see, now you're categorizing yourself as us women. We this, we that, we this. Okay, cool. So if that's the case, if y'all all the same, it don't matter if I date you or somebody else, right? I'm going to get the same results. The sex is going to be the same. Your smile is the same. The way you move, everything. No, it's not. And instead of speaking as an individual, you speak as a collective. That's the women that have that defense mechanism. Wherever you say something to them, they're listening just to respond, to argue, not to learn and understand what you feel and why. Let's be real. That was a green flag. Now, at the end of the day, that's refreshing to hear. When all you ever hear is pay me, give me money, gimme. It's all about me. Know your worth. Y'all sound so lame. So fucking lame. You know, there was a time I showed my sons this, right? And my sons was like, damn, Pop, you know, you right about like this, you Pop, like I hear you and I believe you, but it's like when you say something, we start to see it more. We were sitting there and we was watching some movies, and I said, this is some movies from the 70s, even back in the 60s. And I said, now this was before my time, but I looked at my son, I said, but these are movies I've seen already, you know, of course. But even stuff that I haven't seen, I looked at, I said, look, what you notice? Just tell me, just look around, just look, whatever it is, just tell me what comes to your mind. So my sons are looking at the movie. They're looking. They spot payphones. Okay, that's right. Different things, or the way the transit buses looked, or just right. But I said, you notice you don't see any women with weave in their hair. You notice they don't have a face full of makeup. Notice every one of them look natural. Notice nobody's dressed like a prostitute. No, right? And they're like, wow, like, yeah, damn, right. And I told my sons, I said, just listen to music from back in the day, right? Just listen to every song that came out. Of course, you had a mixture of songs. People was talking about different things, whether good or bad, negative or positive or whatever. Just say. But I'm saying there was a time where music was about love. Love songs was love songs. A love song isn't about breaking up and a man being a no good nigga and this woman being a sorry ass bitch. No, but there was always songs from where there was somebody went raunchy on something. But what I'm saying is, for the most part, you were going to hear people singing about love and happiness and peace. You understand what I'm saying? For the most part. And the afro, the natural hair, the little Betty Boop style haircuts or whatever. when women were natural. No implants, no, none of this nonsense, none of this ratchetness. They could speak a sentence and they sound like grown ass women. Like grown ass women. Be who the fuck you are. But if you're offensive and you like, fuck a motherfucker, I ain't changing for nobody, that's your problem right there. That's your problem right there. You don't think you need to change anything about you, but you want everybody around you to change. That's just not realistic, and it's not even something that's fair. And anybody that have half of a fucking brain, you have half of a brain, you know that that's not right. You don't want to change nothing about you. And I don't care what, it's like I'm saying, I don't care what color a person is. I don't put up that shit from nobody. But we keep hearing this black shit. I can't stand how we are in 2026 and I'm seeing grown ass 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 something year old women. Girl, that motherfucker, that guy, they got our bitch fucked up. Fuck that nigga, bitch ass motherfucker. Like, damn, what? Can you just have a conversation? Why are you always mad about something? God damn, every time you open your mouth, you bitching about somebody. Like, shut up. Nobody want to hear this shit. Then we're not listening. God damn, you could come home to a woman. I mean, listen. Y'all are not desired by nobody outside of black men. The few exceptions are just that. But nobody's walking around looking for you. And trust me, you see a white man and he's not racist or no taboo fantasy shit, and he's or white, whatever, right? Any man for that matter. But what I'm saying, when you see it, show me 50 videos. Just show me 50 fucking videos of black and white, of interracial couples, and then just show me. Show me. Them motherfuckers don't exist. I know, because I look. Show me where if that happens, more than likely, they both went to college, they got this, they got that, they're business minded. Show me one black motherfucker sitting there talking about, this bitch ass nigga right here, let me tell this motherfucker, he got a bitch fucked up. Nope, you don't see that shit. Those black women are well spoken. Those black women listen, those are the black women that black men don't have a fucking problem with. Do you understand what I'm saying? If that black woman is talking like that, it's one of them white dudes that get high all the time. He all tatted up. Yo, you know what I'm saying? She man, Mikey D, you know what I'm saying? Yo, me and my beautiful queen. Right? It's one of them. And y'all know what I'm saying with that. Stop the games. Stop the games. Why do everybody got to change for you? Black man, I know we treating y'all bad, but fuck that. Just deal with it. A real man would. Nah. It's not how that works. Anyways, black love, black unity, peace amongst all of us and mankind. That's what I'm about. Womankind, all of us as human beings. But at the end of the day, we're not here to take up. We're not here to take that shit from nobody. So don't get us fucked up. Don't get us twisted with these Sambo ass, sellout, bougie ass motherfuckers, because that's not what's going on. And I want to make that clear. You can't compare and put all of us in the bottle and one big ball of wax and think that you got us all summed up. You can know my blood relatives and you still don't know me. I'm one person. And until you get to know me, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Catch y'all on the next video.